What is good, y'all? It's your boy Hyper5 back here with another video. So today I will be showing y'all 3 tips to get you better at building. Now if you're a starter at this game and you learn how to build, make sure to watch this video. This video can help you out a lot. And if you're a person that plays this game but your builds aren't that good, this is the perfect video for you. So what you're gonna here, guys, I'm gonna show you guys my HUD layout, and I believe that this HUD layout is the best for building because, here, I'm going to show you why. If you're in a build battle, 90s are the fastest way to get high ground, because if you have the high ground, then you have the advantage to shoot on the person. So basically, by cranking 90s, you have a major advantage. And trust me, you will have a major advantage if you just crank 90s. I mean, crank 90s is the fastest way to do it. Here, I'm going to show you guys real quick. I'm kind of messing up on my 90s real quick. Notifications keep on popping up. It messes up my 90s, but here we go. Now, my 90s aren't extremely perfect, but I believe that they're decent. I don't really play this game every single day, but I play it for a good amount of time. I'm on phone right now, so my screen isn't that big. This works better on iPads, but it also works good on phones. And yeah, so here's some 90s real quick. Those were some 90s. I'm getting stuck right now. But yeah, those are 90s. Those are what 90s look like. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what 90s look like. And yeah, 90s are the fastest way to get high ground on your opponent. Because if your opponent is doing 180s or something, they can't catch up to you. So if you do 90s, you will get to high ground faster. And I'm going to tell you why. So here you go. You're going to go to my HUD layout tool. So I recommend this HUD layout tool if you want to get good at 90s, because you have the floor, right? So basically what you're gonna want to do, this is how I like to do it. So basically it's really easy. I'm not gonna tell you guys what to do. You guys can do it however you want to. You guys don't have to use this HUD, but I recommend this HUD if you want to get good at 90s fast, most likely instantly. Well, not instantly, but you're going to get good at 90s fast if you use this HUD. And once you get really good at doing the 90s on this HUD, you will be able to take high ground from your opponent really easily, alright? So if you use this HUD, it's really easy. So what you're going to want to do is, what I like to do is, I get my thumb, and that placing build button down there, I put my thumb on it. And then, here we go. Here, I'll show you guys because it's easier to, yeah, here we go. So what I like to do is, I hold the button on the bottom, the place build button. I hold that with my thumb. So as I'm doing the ramps up, I click the wall and then the floor. So basically it's like this. Drag wall, floor, drag wall, floor, drag wall, ramp, drag wall, ramp, drag wall, ramp, drag wall, ramp. I don't know why I said floor, but here you go. Drag wall, ramp. It's really easy. You just gotta get a good flow to it. And once you master the flow of it, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do it. Drag floor, stair, drag floor, stair, drag floor, stair, drag floor, stair, drag floor, stair. And yeah, that's how I do it. I put my thumb on there, and then I use my pointer finger for the stair, and then I use the wall. What I do is I use my other pointer finger for the wall, so it's drag, and then I do this, and I just do that. I use both my pointer fingers for the wall and the stair, and I just get this, I run up, place the build, and I just drag it. That's what I do for this HUD. This HUD is just really easy. So now we're gonna go on to the second tip. Now, if you want, here, this, you don't have to fully copy my settings, but my touch. The touch is what really matters about your 90s. You need to have the perfect touch if you want to get good 90s. Now, you don't have to use my touch sensitivity, but I recommend this to players that want to get good at 90s. My touch is 15. Now, I tried out a lot of touches before, but this touch, I agree, is the best because it allows me to crank 90s extremely good, and it's just the perfect sensitivity, and it also allows me to move my screen around really fast when I'm fighting an opponent. So that's why I use that sensitivity. So you can use the sensitivity if you want to be able to do 90s perfectly, pretty good, and move around your screen pretty good when you're versing an opponent. So yeah, this is basically my sensitivity. sensitivity is pretty good, not too fast, not too slow. Here you go, right there. Like honestly, it's a really good sensitivity. I think it's the perfect sensitivity. You're gonna get good at 90s, and yeah, I think this is the perfect one. Now, let me see what the third tip should be. Now, honestly, I think that for the final tip, I'm gonna say I'm gonna put 2 tips in one. One tip you're gonna need is muscle memory, because if you have, for those of you guys that don't know what muscle memory is, you guys can look it up. I'm gonna do a quick little definition. It's basically like, for example, your muscle, like your fingers get used to like doing the same like rhythm. Because I do a rhythm when I'm doing my 90s. I just explained that like a minute ago. But yeah, muscle memory is good. So if you get that rhythm down, your 90s will be good. And also, it kind of matters the size of the buttons, because if you have your buttons extremely small, then you're guaranteed probably gonna misclick, and it's probably not gonna place. I have my buttons at a decent size. I'll show you guys the size. My wall's like halfway, my floor is like halfway, my cone's like halfway, and my stair is almost at max. Now, I put my stair at max because I don't want to misclick that stair, because that's like the key to the 90s. And I believe that these are the perfect sizes, and you need to have decent sized buttons to the point where you don't misclick when you're doing the 90s. And I think you just need to have good muscle memory to get like a rhythm down, and you need to have your buttons like decently sized, because if you don't, here I'm gonna show you guys an example. I can't edit it wrong. I'm gonna show you guys an example. This is what happens when you misclick. Let's say I'm doing the 90s, right? And then let's say if I misclick the wall, let me show you guys if I misclick the wall. Like, oh my gosh, I misclicked the wall, and then you're going like this, and then you just fall off your 90s, and then it's a whole big disaster. Like, imagine you're in a build battle and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm about to lose. Oh my gosh, I need to get height. Oh my gosh, I fell. That's what happens when you misclick the wall. And that's what happens when you misclick the stair. All right, I'm going. All right, here we go. Like, if you misclick, it's hard to imitate, but oh my gosh, I misclicked the stair. That's what happens when you misclick the stair. Kind of cringe, but right there. But you can't misclick. That's like a little bit of example. If you misclick your buttons, then that most likely will happen to you. You'll lose. And especially if you're on high ground, that's horrible, because if you misclick, then that runs down time, and the opponent can just catch up. Like, oh my gosh, he messed up. That's a big opportunity for me. Let me go crank to height real quick. Oh my gosh. And then they'll be at height, and then they'll be able to just spray you down, or just jump on your builds or something like that. So basically, that's why you need your buttons pretty good size. And you just need to have good muscle memory. So that is three good building tips that I like to use. And if you want to be a good builder, just follow those tips. And if you're new at this game and if you want to get good at building, I recommend this video to you. And if you play this game daily but your builds aren't that good, I think this video would be good recommended to you. And yeah, I think this is good. Three tips for building. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm probably going to do, I don't know which video I'm going to do next. Maybe some editing tips, but yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a good day. Stay safe. And 3 tips on how to build. Peace.